Now it's time for the Legacy Maker Sports Postgame Report.
What's good, sports fans? Todd Tracy here from Legacy Maker Sports Network. I had opportunity to check out the Liberty Flames as they open up their first home game of 2024 season against Campbell Camels. I feel like Campbell had that game in their hands. It was just a lot of miscorrections, a lot of missed errors. I feel like the beginning, they were starting off really good against Liberty. They was getting them like a more of a battle test and everything, because I feel like Liberty was sleeping on them stuff. That's what I feel like. Only thing is that it was a lot of opportunities for Campbell to execute, but they did not execute at all. It was like 14 points they left off on the field. I believe, since like that 64-yard run get from Biggs that turned to 3 points. That was definitely 7 points right there. Then a drop pick by one of the Campbell defenders. That was a screenplay. He had an open return pick six, but he dropped that. So that was 14 points off the board right there. But they still managed to hold Liberty 17-10 in the second half, minus the rain delay and stuff. But it still turned out that Liberty still found a way to beat them, outscore them in the second half, and made it to a 41-24 game. But I feel like Liberty really needs stuff to work on, especially on both ends. The defense looked good, but it was still missed corrections they need to work on, especially the offense, playing 7 receivers. They need to figure out who's their go-to guy since CJ Daniels is at LSU and stuff. But they still have time. It's only the first game, so you can't judge them. But I feel like they still look good. I'll say the grade of the performance was a good D+ or a C. They still need stuff to work on. It's only one game, so you can't judge on the first game. But either way, they still found a way to get the win.
There after halftime.
Yeah, we're thankful for the victory and awesome crowd, and especially after the delay, the students coming back and everybody coming back, that was great. I want to apologize to them that we didn't play a game that's worthy of our university. We had 11 penalties and just foolish ones, and that's on me. Obviously, if it's happening, I'm allowing it. And so I'm very frustrated by that. But anytime we got in some type of rhythm, something would happen, right? Something foolish, and they would give them an opportunity and give them credit. They came in and played hard, and they've got a solid program they're building there. And so it was a good test for us. But we talk all the time about who we playing against. We're playing against ourselves, and tonight it might not end up on the scoreboard, but we beat ourselves.
Good play or in a not so good way.
There was a lot of new guys, especially, at receiver that were getting some opportunities. You knew about the Coolies and the Lucas, the Hanshaws, obviously K-Salt, but Sibley stepped up. But there's a lot of new guys, up front. We lost one of our starting linemen early in the game, and so we had to, which is, as you guys know, is a depth there is a big deal. We lost him, and so we had a lot of new guys playing. And I think we made some mistakes, which I knew we would, but I was pleased overall with at least the mindset that the guys approached the game with, as far as it didn't seem like it was too big, a moment from them. We made tons of mistakes, but that I was pleased with at least their focus on being prepared. One, we missed some tackles, and so that's always the challenge in the first game. I think is with with our team. We had a lot of guys returning. We're thin at certain areas, and so how you practice how much tackling you do, right? You need to tackle, but if you lose some guys at certain positions, you're not going to have a team. So that was the balance as a coach. I think you battle all the time, right? And so early they were missing tackles. They gave up some big plays, and then a couple of those other ones, we're in a covered three and we jump a hitch and he runs right by us, and gets a big play, and then we missed a couple there. So there's a lot of things that they executed, but there's things that we're trying to do too much. Everybody's trying to win the game. I thought tonight we're trying to win the game on every play. Everybody's trying to make a huge play. Just play the game the way it should be and trust. And that's the thing I think I noticed. And a lot of those guys weren't new guys that made that. They were the guys that have been here. And so trying to do too much, and I think that's part of the expectations and the burdens of having all this outside noise. And so I think that's something that we'll learn. JP probably be out a while. We're hoping we can get. He's not out for the year, but maybe we can get him back by the open date is the plan. Xavier, I've not heard all the details there, but anticipation there is he's probably going to be out a while. So that's a position we cannot afford to lose anybody. And some of those guys came in and did well. They made some mistakes, and that's probably going to happen because they're playing football for the first time at the high level, and that's just part of it. And so it was good for them to get out there and do some things though, and not a practice. They can see it. Hopefully, we'll learn from it and get better. Usually, the old adage is you make the most improvement 1 to 2. Let's pray that we do. Let's pray that we do. I know everybody here is prayerful. Go to church tomorrow and pray that we make improvement. He made some nice plays. I thought sometimes maybe trying to do a little too much, on some of the RPOs that you have tagged. Maybe we hand them off. Maybe we, some of those things. So there's some things I think improvement wise. But he was in control. Didn't let anything get too big. I thought we got called for the penalty over there, but I thought they drugged him down out of bounds over there. Now they hit him in bounds, which was fine, but they drugged him down. Almost it looked like a horse collar. And then the next play after that, the guy went after his ankles, and so he handled that. I thought in a good way. But I'm glad we're able to get some things on video for him to see and some improvement because I know he wants to improve there. So he managed a lot of new guys. He managed that well. Kept them going, and so we'll have to continue with that mindset there as we continue to get into conference play. Obviously Treon knows what to do. He's done it for a lot of years. Done it at a high level. There's obviously a trust factor there with him and Caden, right? So they've been here together the longest, and so I don't know if it was planned that way, but that's just the way it went tonight. But I thought Elijah made some plays. We got Darius involved. Juju got hurt a little bit, so we had to hold him. He had a little injury that he probably could have went back, but we tried to be smart on some of the stuff there. Tyson was, got involved some, and so those guys have done solid during practice, and our expectations are going to continue to get better. But it's a quarterback, there's a trust factor that you got to continue to build, and guys got to make the plays when they're there to run the routes necessary. And we had some miscues of that wasn't clean. But now that we've done it under the lights and they see it, that first one's always challenging. From a plan as clean as possible, and we got through it thankfully. And so I expect us to get better there, and the trust factor to. I don't know if they're happy. The only one that matters if they're happy or not is me. I'm unhappy. And what I mean by that is they can be happy all they want, but I know, like as a coach, you look at the big picture of the things, right? And you know what you need to do to get where you want to go. And so it should not be. Maybe it's a wake up. I don't need to be a wake up call. I want us to play the game the way we coach them to play, and what we pursue. We're pursuing playing for each other and doing it the right way, And I think anytime you get in a game and the other team's doing whatever, you lose that what you're doing, why you're doing it, right? We need our guys just to focus on continuing to do that because we can't win any games by just having the foolish things that we have. Some penalties are going to happen, right? PI, some of that's okay. You figure those things out, but these foolish ones frustrate me because we lose while we're doing it, right? We're playing for each other, and then when something happens, if somebody says something to you, you want to respond in a way that we should, and that's something we work hard on all the time. And obviously, I'm not doing a good job at it. I've got to do better there, but I hope after the game they know, all right, hey, we can be a good football team. I believe that. If we can get better, we can be a great football team. I believe that.
It was just a great experience. I was just talking last week, about, I think it was a week or two ago when I didn't meet me and Tyson Moore. We were just talking about, having the experience, having the chance to just run out as one team, been going back and forth at each other. So it just felt great going out as a team, one unit, and just playing together and playing liberty football. Yeah, yes, sir. I just want to go back and just thank Coach. It's just the Coach Krantz, Coach Lynham, Coach Teddy, just, thanking them for just allowing me to, help me in the off season, learn the plays, learn the playbook. So it's just running smooth for me now.
Few busted plays tonight, some big plays given up.
I feel as though as a defensive unit we played okay. I feel as though if I had to rate 1 out of 10, I would give us a solid 6.5, 7. But I feel as though it's way more to improve on, and we're just gonna keep running to the ball, getting better, and we go back and watch film Monday, so we'll be ready for next week.
Were you able to see, was that a misassignment, or they just made a nice play?
That was just us, Liberty being Liberty. That's something that we don't like to do often. So as far as that play, we're gonna get it corrected and get it fixed, and move on to the next. Yeah, it's just a great feeling playing in this defensive scheme, the defensive unit, just playing with those guys around me. They just bring life every day and just bring energy and just, it's fun going out there and play with those guys, especially the brotherhood that we have here.
slightly different from a defensive perspective, but Coach mentioned that guys are out there that are trying to win the game on every single play. Is that something you felt like was going on defense and maybe allowed some of those explosive plays?
No, honestly, I felt as though defensively we just just going back to Liberty being Liberty. I felt as though it was just things that we did that we have to correct and we will correct and have it right for next week. So we'll be fine.
Shift was that for you guys?
Man, it was a huge momentum shift. We didn't start how we planned to, so we were just trying to pick up the pace, and we got a break right there.
As the game went on, did you and Caden start to kind of click and just kind of get on the same page a little bit?
Oh yeah, for sure. We opened up the offense a little bit. Got the spread going a little bit. A couple good things going. Just momentum.
You've been here quite a while. You paid your dues here. I mean, you were on the team in 2021 when Campbell came here last time. Now, it kind of feels like you're having your moment as the lead receiver on this team. You had the most targets tonight. Kind of, how was your journey here at Liberty? Kind of prepared you for where you're at today. I mean, you had the great. You shed both those tackles and beat the defense for the touchdown. How do you feel like the first 4 years of your career is prepared for now?
Yeah, I mean, it's prepared me for sure. I started off my career just strictly special teams. So I've been staying down and just keeping my head straight on the narrow path, just waiting on my chance, and I'm just taking full advantage of it.
Do you feel like it's that chemistry that you have?
Yeah.
And how special is it to have it with a guy like Ken?
Yeah, his arm strength is incredible, and like the plays that he make and the chemistry that we do have from the past years. We built a close bond over the past years. We stay in the hotel with each other in the hotel and everything, so we're just trying to, click and just keep clicking. Oh, yeah, for sure. We have so much talent in the room, and just, everybody can't always have to shine at once. So, when your number's called, I promise that my teammates will answer.
You come out with a win, and a lot of new faces, especially on the offensive side, on the offensive line, receivers. It's good to kind of get that game under your belt, your first one, and can improve from here.
Yeah, we didn't start how we wanted to, but we finished pretty well, and just, we just got to keep building on this moment. We had a lot of penalties out there that we have to correct, so there's a lot to go back to the drawing boards for. So coming out Monday, we're going to be prepared to make those corrections to keep moving forward.
Did you learn anything about yourselves tonight?
Oh yeah, for sure. The Campbell came out, scored, and I don't know. What'd you say again?
Yeah, what did you learn about yourselves tonight in this game, just the way that it went?
Yeah, we learned that Liberty versus Liberty, so we just got to keep answering and just keep flip the script and just play the next play, when things don't go our way. And I feel like we did answer well, like it could have went one or two ways coming out of halftime, and I feel like we answered the bell the right way.
Here's wide receiver.
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially when he gets out of the pocket, he's really elusive. So we practice the scramble drill a lot. So for those moments, just like that.